Today I'll show you how to do multiple model properties in one item. Let's start. So I've created a simple test tube model and exported it as JSON file. And this is gonna be just a simple generated item without a model. So what you need to do next, you need to download this example resource pack or create it yourself. Here's the folders inside it. Assets, Minecraft. Inside the Minecraft folders there's the textures, models and items with an additional S folder. Inside the textures there is an item folder, and inside the models folder there is an item folder. Inside an item folder that's located in textures folder, we are going to move our PNGs inside it, of both model and regular item. It's also important to have a unique name for them, or else it's just gonna replace vanilla items. In the models item folder we are going to place our JSON files. And it's also needed to create a simple model file for a generic item. So here's a parent, Minecraft column item, handheld, textures, layer 0, item and our item ID that we have in texture folder. Handheld part will make your item look like a sword or a tool in your hand, but item generated will make it just a regular item like anything in a game but tools. On the next step we need to place our code that we wrote just before to the models folder. So here comes the most interesting part. In the items folder we are going to create another JSON file. In the JSON file that is named exactly like vanilla item, we are going to write this code. So model, type, select, property and component. The component is exactly what we write in the square bracket. In my case, I'll need custom name component. There is a lot that you can do with the property value. For example, display context, main hand, custom model data, and the components that we are using now. You can find all this info on minecraft.wiki/w/item model definition. So, component, custom name. There is a fallback if the model fails to load. Type model, model, item. And here's gonna be our item. Then the cases when we need the model to be our model. When our custom name is equal to baby blue, we are loading the model, that's type of model, and the model will be our model that we made before for our baby blue shard. You also can copy this and create something different. For example, not lucky one. And we can also share the model from the Minecraft item to our item. So for example, bone meal. And if we place this file in the items folder, we can already have our texture. And now with this resource pack, if we rename our amethyst shard to the baby blue, it will change its texture. And if we rename it to the not lucky one, it will also change the texture to the bone meal, but technically it's the amethyst shard. We can see it in the tooltip menu. So we've created an item that we can define by only one property. But what if we need more? For example, custom model data and in what hand we holding it. Let's start. Create a JSON file for a different item. So we need to create an item with custom model data and also the display context. But where do we put it? If we just double do a property, it won't work. It just won't work. But do you see a similarity between this code and this code? Yes, we can put another select type in the model. So there are going to be another cases when the custom model data is bottle. Here we can place our display context property. So you can see all the values on my Minecraft Wiki official site. Firstly, I'm going to create first person right hand. So then the model is done like this. But we are replacing baby blue shard to the model we did before. It's gonna be with a liquid. So we need to do display for other type of contents. So what happens here? When the while is in my left hand, it is without a liquid. But when it is in right hand, it will be with a liquid. And when the model is done, we are placing it in the items folder. And now, if we give us glass bottle with custom model data while that I mentioned here, we will get us our while, but without a texture yet. For it to have texture, we need to go to the models item and modify these ones. We need to replace our texture name to the item while, not just while, because our texture is in the item folder. So now, when we changed both to the item while, we will have this. So what's happening here? The model folders creates an object and takes the image from the texture file, and then the items file. It presents a model file to the Minecraft, but with our filters like custom model data that we placed. Now if we hold it in the right hand, it will be with the liquid. But when in the left hand, in the third person and the first, it will disappear. Like this and like this. You can't really render in GUI vanilla that is placed on the left hand slot. But it's already something. I'll leave this resource pack in the description, so like and follow.